The Sunoco Cup Series now makes its way onto the Paperclip, that is Martinsville Speedway, for the second event on a short track. As we go even smaller here for the Subway 500, on the pole will be Sasha Dawson in the Motorcraft Ford number 15. And on the outside will be our pole sitter at Texas, Daniel Schwab in the Winn-Dixie Chevrolet. Row number 2 will be another Dawson, as Michael Dawson in the Sunoco Olds will be alongside Josh Osborne, the number 46 City Chevrolet Lumina. Row number 3 will be James Qualls, our winner at Las Vegas, in the number 26 Quaker State Buick. And on the outside will be Ryan Cooper, the 21 Citgo Ford. Row number 4 will be Ryan Acosta, number 4 Kodak Delco Remy Olds, and Austin Hughes in the number 99 Armor Foods Lumina. Row number 10 will be Dylan Hughes, the 42 Mellow Yellow Pontiac, and Trey Campbell in the Skull Bandit 33 Olds. Row number 6 will be JG Anorin, pole sitter Talladega in the Channelog Olds, and Kathy Cantara in the Folgers 25 Lumina. Alex Filter in the 17 Tide Lumina, and Tim Walsh in the Levi Garrett 5 Lumina make row number 7. Row number 8 will be Stephanie Naylor and Vanessa Franzen. Vanessa was our most recent winner at North Wilkesboro, who went wire to wire looking to try to repeat. Row number 9 will be Joel Qualls in the number 55 Crown Audio Skull Olds, and Connor Breton in the 18 Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. Colin Cropley in the Budweiser Banquet Baby Ruth Ford number 11, and Ray Castor in the Coors Light Ford number 9 make row 10. Keon Shaw, our winner at Talladega, and Megan Yee, our winner at Bristol, make row number 11. Zach Carlson and Haley Summerfield will make row number 12. Haley was our pole sitter at Atlanta.
Drivers, start your engines!
Jake Cole and John Dawson will make row number 13. Row 14 will be Chris Dollarton and Johnny Gardner. Johnny Gardner was our winner at Texas. Row number 15 will be Skyland Carlson and Alexander Dawson. Alexander was our Rockingham winner. Row number 16 will be Jamie Banks, our winner at Atlanta, and Paige Johnson. John Douglas and Tim Fiegel make row number 17. Tim was our Daytona winner. Alyssa Kondo and Aaron Reed make row number 18. Jackie Qualls and Dylan Petit row 19. John Acosta and Eric Matthews row 20. And our points leader, Chandeli Barr, the winner at Darlington, and Liam Campbell will wrap up the field. It'll be 50 laps around the Paperclip, Martinsville Speedway, bumping and grinding. You want it, you got it. We're going to go green flag racing with Sasha Dawson and Daniel Schwab to lead the field, and Sasha Dawson will get the early jump. Here comes Michael, who's looking for that get healthy day as well. 3 abreast going on there as you see Josh Osborne, James Qualls, as well as the number 96. Oh, we almost saw it, but then James moves in behind Josh Osborne, letting Daniel Schwab take the number 4 spot. Now they battle it. James Qualls making a move to the inside. As right now it's your leader, Sasha Dawson, Michael Dawson. Here's James Qualls, Josh Osborne, the Catcher GTX Cup champion, doing battle. 3 wide, look at that going on as we got Stephanie Naylor battling there with, I believe that's Connor Breton and Alex Filter, and we're under yellow. What for? It may have something to do with Johnny Gardner, who continues his disgraceful season, despite the fact that he did win. And up there, still bumping down there, I think that's Dylan Petit down there. Yep, that is. Looks like from our vantage point, I had to make the screen a little bigger, smaller, just so I can pause the race for a change. Yep, I think there's something with Dylan Petit, but I could think it has something to do with the number 24 of Johnny Gardner. Yep, it does. There's what goes on. Skyland Carlson was involved in that situation. You'll see Skyland. Actually, it wasn't more so Skyland as it was Haley Summerfield. Yep. It got into a tight squeeze. I think he probably triggered Haley Summerfield. It backfired on him, though. I have to go back because I hit the wrong button. Okay, here's what happened. He bumps into Haley Summerfield. Haley goes into Chris Dollarton. Sends... Unless that was not the reason why... Oh, we weren't yellow yet. Flag didn't come out yet. Skyland Carlson goes in, tags the number 24 of Johnny Gardner. Johnny Gardner goes into a slide, smacks the guardrail, goes up the track, hits the number 44 of Haley Summerfield, takes a lick in there to the number 12 of John Dawson. You see Alexander Dawson getting trapped up there. Dylan Petit takes a hit. Eric Matthews takes a slight hit. And that's where that culminated, which triggered the yellow. Now, interestingly, I think that the number 2 of John Acosta looked like he kind of had to make a move. And I know we saw some with Dylan Petit, so let's see what culminated Dylan's situation. So far, so good. Yep, that was our lone wreck. But now the Dylan Petit situation that we just saw, let's focus on Dylan for a little while. Coming off the yellow, it starts to get congested. He starts to take a little touch. He goes into a slide. Around he goes completely in front of Eric Matthews. Which was kind of interesting that John Dawson would do something like that. So that's what happened there with Dylan Petit. So we are under yellow yet again. So they'll have to file themselves in. It is kind of tight to be able to fit everything in perfectly, as Sasha Dawson will lead the race. It'll be Sasha Dawson, Michael Dawson having his best showing again. Hopefully he'll stay that way. James Qualls, Josh Osborne, Daniel Schwab, your top 5. Ryan Acosta, Ryan Cooper, Dylan Hughes, Trey Campbell, Tim Walsh, your top 10. Austin Hughes, Jay Gianorin, Vanessa Franzen, Kathy Kentar, Stephanie Naylor, your top 15. Connor Breton, Alex Filter, Old Qualls, Ray Castor, Zach Carlson to 20th. Then Jay Cole, Colin Cropley, Chris Dollarton, Keon Shaw, Megan Yee, Jamie Banks, Skyland Carlson, John Douglas, Tim Fiegel, Paige Johnson to 30th. Aaron Reed, Haley Summerfield, Alyssa Kondo, Jackie Qualls, John Acosta, Dylan Petit, Alexander Dawson, Shantelle Barra, Eric Matthews, Liam Campbell, Johnny Gardner, and John Dawson rounding out the field. So it's a Dawson bookending. Sasha's leading, John is trailing, Michael's in second, Alexander is in the back of the field in 37th. I do believe we're going to go back to green. Nope, we're still under yellow, so. And we're going to go back to green flag racing now. Caution lights have been turned out. It'll be lap number 8 of 50. Gonna feel like it's gonna be a long race, I can tell you that for sure. We saw it with Bristol. It was ridiculous. What you get when you're racing on a tightly known track like Martinsville. You got the bull rings, but then you got tracks like this, which is no room for error, no room for mistakes. So we're going to go back to green flag racing, lap number 8 of 50 for Sasha Dawson. Michael Dawson's going to make a move on the inside of Sasha to try to challenge. We saw a wire-to-wire job with the Busch cars. I don't think Michael Dawson wants that to happen with the Cup cars. And we're back under caution yet again. As I do believe, yes, Aaron Reed is spun. I don't know if that's the reason or if it was the reason of, I don't know if it's J. Cole, Aaron Reed, or as we're looking at right now, the number 12 of John Dawson who has no hood, which could be a factor. So just like that, we're back under yellow. No, it was not. Let's see what was the reason. Yep, there you go. The number 15 of Paige Johnson and the number 51 of John Douglas. Once again, Skyland Carlson being involved in that, one of the culprits of circumstance. Let's go into John Douglas. You see, there he goes. Skyland Carlson gets into a skid. Then you'll see it clip to number 75, Valvoline Pontiac of Paige Johnson, who goes right in the front of Aaron Reed. The side of Aaron Reed. Then you'll see he gets slammed, pinning Alyssa Kondo. Alexander Dawson dodging a huge bullet right there, getting through scot-free. Hate to say the same for everybody else, including Dylan Petit, Eric Matthews, Johnny Gardner, Chantel Ibarra, Jackie Qualls. The list goes on and on. But nonetheless, let's go on board with Alexander Dawson, who had to play navigational games just to get through all that. Far back, while everybody in front of him was trapped, he found a way through. Hole, a little bit of a bogging, but he still got through. That's all that matters. He made a lot of moves there on a lot of the field. Which is kind of the silver lining, you could say, for Alexander Dawson. We'll go through the field, and we're back under yellow. Alyssa Kondo goes on pit road. I don't know for what reason. I think she may be going a lap down. Nonetheless, the field right now is led by, once again, try this again, Sasha Dawson leads, Michael Dawson second, James Qualls, Josh Osborne, Daniel Schwab, Ryan Cooper, Ryan Acosta, Dylan Hughes, Trey Campbell, Tim Walsh, your top 10. Austin Hughes, Kathy Cantora, J. Gianor, Stephanie Naylor, Alex Filter, Vanessa Franzen, Joel Qualls, Connor Breton, Ray Caster, Jake Cole, your top 20. Zach Carlson, Colin Cropley, Chris Dollerton, Jamie Banks, Keon Shaw, Skyland Carlson, Tim Fiegel, Alexander Dawson Hill, Summerfield, John Douglas, Chantel Ibarra, Paige Johnson, Jackie Qualls, John Douglas, Dylan Petit, Eric Matthews, John Acosta, Aaron Reed, Liam Campbell, Megan Yee, Alyssa Kondo, and Johnny Gardner rounding out the field. As we are still under yellow, I do believe this time by we will go green. Let's see if the caution lights have gone out. Yep, they've gone out, so it'll be lap number 14 of 50. Not even halfway through. And Sasha Dawson's going to lead the field. Yet again, it will be Sasha Dawson. Lap number 14 of 50. The Dawsons, 1 and 2. Then James Qualls trying to get points on Celia Brewer. Give me that Celia Brewer, that's our winner and our Busch cars. Chantel Ibarra. Now James Qualls going to move to the inside to get second spot. Beautiful move for James. He's going to take second from Michael Dawson. So now the Dawson 1 and 2 has now been broken up. And here comes Daniel Schwab making a move on Josh Osborne to take the 4th spot. As we got cars going on pit road, I do believe those were... How about that? We got some pitting going on as right now Colin Cropley's moving in. Well, they get in and out, so that's not going to help them. That'll put them a lap down. So, I don't think Colin Cropley would be happy about having to pit there. But right now it's still Sasha Dawson leading, with James Qualls second. Michael Dawson third. Daniel Schwab fourth. Josh Osborne fifth. Ryan Acosta sixth. Ryan Cooper seventh. There's now lap traffic fest is going to probably get in and get ugly. whole field, it could get abysmal at any given moment. There's your points leader, Chantel Ibarra. And meanwhile, I think the lap traffic could play a factor here if you are not careful. Right now we're at lap number 20. This time by, and Sasha Dawson still leads, but he's got lap traffic coming, and that is the number 24, excuse me, of Johnny Gardner. You're not careful, this could mean trouble. There's Gardner, there's Alyssa Kondo, Megan Yee. Jackie Qualls going to the inside of the number 12 of John Dawson. John Douglas. Alex Filter getting passed by Connor Breton. He takes a tap against the wall, is the number 17 of Alex Filter. And up front is still Sasha Dawson. Starting to reel in the lap traffic. That is Johnny Gardner. Eric Matthews going to the inside of John Acosta. Colin Cropley right there behind the number 44 of Haley Summerfield. Chantel Ibarra moving to the outside, battling it out there with Alexander Dawson. Alex Filter getting passed by Chris Dollarton. Moving up the field. There's J.G. Norton, who came off a good showing at North Wilkesboro, not able to catch Vanessa Franzen. Trey Campbell having one of his best showings thus far in the Skull Bandit 33 Olds. And it is still Sasha Dawson, our pole sitter, leading wire to wire, but I think the big question is going to happen when she runs into lap traffic that's right there. As we get to that point where lap traffic catches up, we're going to be at the halfway point right now. We are past the halfway point officially. Dylan Petit, right there on the back bumper of Jackie Qualls. Skylyn Carlson in the Keystone Planners Ford, right there behind John Douglas. There's Ray Castor in the Coors Light Ford, having one of his best showings thus far. Ryan Acosta the same. And it's still Sasha Dawson leading, but they are closing in on the lap traffic that is being spearheaded currently by Johnny Gardner. We're actually doing so far so good, clean for the most part, starting to space themselves out for the most part. Alex Filter. There's Connor Breton. Zach Carlson, Stephanie Naylor, Kathy Cantara having good showings. Once again, Trey Campbell, Tim Walsh to Levi Garrett Chevrolet. And it's still Sasha Dawson. Best showing so far for Michael Dawson as well. A top 5. As the lap traffic is coming closer. We're going to look at the pace car for a second. You watch all the cars coming out of turn number 1 and 2. Look at them. And here comes the leaders. James Qualls right there in second. He's looking to win his second this season. Here's where it should get interesting, because the lap traffic is going to make the big difference here. The lap number 33 of 50, we've got a little less than 20 laps to go. Once again, there's Johnny Gardner. A lot of single file racing going on here. There's Jamie Banks, our winner in Atlanta. Austin Hughes, the number 99 Armor Foods Chevrolet, looking for his first win this season. So far, he's barely in the top 10. Same thing with Josh Osborne in the top 5, looking for his first. He came close to winning, I do believe, at Daytona. But the lap traffic is getting reeled in little by little. I think that could make or break your race. If you're not careful with the lap traffic, it could ruin your day. We saw it happen at Talladega, where it was ironically Johnny Gardner who was a victim of lap traffic, giving the win to Keon Shaw. It is still Sasha Dawson leading the race. Sasha Dawson still leading. We're getting close to that 10 lap window right now. 10 laps to go. Looking to be a wire-to-wire job. Right now, this could be your ace in the hole factor here. The number 24 of Johnny Gardner, who has had a hot and cold season. Despite the fact that he won at Texas, he has also had a couple DNFs to his record. / last place finishes. It'll be lap number 41 of 50. We're in 10 laps to go, I do believe. Yep, there's 10 laps to go. This time by it'll be 9 to go. As we get down to the single digits, and you always got to look at that X factor. That is the lap traffic that could make the difference for Sasha Dawson or the rest of the field. And you could be, right now, Ryan Cooper, and one moment to the rest of the field, you might find yourself in the lead. James Qualls trying to size up Sasha Dawson, but no having it. Again, it's going to be the lap traffic that's going to make the difference here. Michael Dawson having his best showing thus far this season. I mean, actually, Johnny Gardner's actually had a better season. Michael Dawson has just had a horrible season. But right now, he could feel good with a top 5, more so a win. Which, again, X Factor is that number 24 car. 6 laps to go. Time by 5 laps to go for Sasha Dawson, trying to do a wire-to-wire job. We usually have had a tendency with these short track races. We saw it with Bristol, with Megan Yee. We saw it at North Wilkesboro last event with Vanessa Franzen. And we are seeing it currently with Sasha Dawson. Chance of a wire-to-wire job. Let's see if James Qualls could hold them off. Can make a move and take the win. So far not to happen. 4 laps to go. And we have that lap traffic that's right there. That could make or break one racer. Right now, Sasha Dawson using Johnny Gardner's draft. 2 laps to go. 3 laps to go. James Qualls wants to use it as an advantage for him. Same with Michael Dawson. Even though the distance is a little bit, the interval is a little bit more between James and Michael as opposed to Sasha and James. 2 laps to go for Sasha Dawson, looking to do the wire-to-wire on the short track. White flag, this time by 1 lap to go for Sasha Dawson. The Motorcraft Ford number 15 Brett Bodine car, 1989 vehicle, and James Qualls right there is going to get a real big bump in the points. Checkered flag getting set to fly. It's going to go to Sasha Dawson, wire to wire. James Qualls second. Michael Dawson, his best finish, will finish him in third. Daniel Schwab will be fourth, and Josh Osborne will round out the top 5. Ryan Acosta, Ryan Cooper, Dylan Hughes, Tim Walsh, Trey Campbell. Top 10, Austin Hughes, Kathy Kantara, Stephanie Naylor, J.G. Honorin, Vanessa Franzen, Joel Qualls, Ray Castor, Jake Cole, Zach Carlson, Connor Breton, your top 20. Jamie Banks, Keon Shaw, John Douglas, Skyland Carlson, Chris Dollarton, Alex Filter, Alexander Dawson, Tim Fiegel, Chantelli Barra, Paige Johnson, Haley Summerfield, Jackie Qualls, Liam Campbell, Eric Matthews, Aaron Reed, Dylan Petit, John Acosta, John Dawson, all on the lead lap. Then it's Colin Cropley, Megan Yee, Alyssa Kondo, and Johnny Gardner, all of which are 1 lap down, as they pitted for a second. What? The winner, another wire-to-wire, Dawson's. You should feel good if you're Sasha or John. I mean, not John, Michael. Especially if you're Sasha, because you win here in Martinsville, wire-to-wire, going to the Winston to join Alexander. Coming up in Charlotte, as you can tell, the points, that great showing for James Qualls puts him in the points lead yet again. Jake Cole will take second with a solid showing. Chantelli Barr with that very bad finish puts her in third. Stephanie Naylor is in fourth. Vanessa Franzen rounding out the top 5. Alexandra Dawson, Alex Filter, Austin Hughes, Trey Campbell, Dylan Hughes rounding out the top 10. Josh Osborne, Daniel Schwab, Jamie Banks, Johnny Gardner, and Sasha Dawson, your top 15. Then John Douglas, Ray Castor, Kathy Kantara, Ryan Cooper, and John Dawson, your top 20. So you've got 3 Dawsons in the top 20. Then Connor Breton, Alyssa Kondo, Colin Cropley, Paige Johnson, Keon Shaw, Joel Qualls, Eric Matthews, Zach Carlson, Tim Walsh, Dylan Petit, Tim Fiegel, Skyland Carlson, Ryan Acosta, Liam Campbell, Chris Dollarton, Jackie Qualls, Haley Summerfield, J.G. Honorin, Megan Yee, Michael Dawson, his second top 5 of the season, his best finish this season, Aaron Reed, and John Acosta rounding out the field. John did not have a very good showing either, as he's had, while he said no DNFs, he has not fared too well. But looking after 10 of 40, we go to Cali, the Automobile Club of Southern California 500 at Fontana.